One of the questions that comes up very often in our discussions is what business ethics really means. What's it all about? For many people, business ethics is an oxymoron. They say these two words don't belong in the same sentence. To us, it really boils down to two different concepts. One is the basic concept of virtues. Virtues that include honesty, integrity, stewardship, trustworthiness. These sorts of virtues apply to business decision making. What is a socially responsible company? It's a company which balances the interests of its different stakeholders. It provides a reasonable return to its shareholders. It provides meaningful work. It provides good wages and benefits to its employees. It constantly has its customers in the forefront of its activities and is geared at serving its customers better than anyone else. It's a company which is actively involved in the betterment of the communities in which it operates. And it's also a company which has a very sound relationship and is responsible in its activities with its suppliers and its business partners. And it's a company which is responsible and acts as a steward for its natural resources. Therefore, it's constantly seeking ways to reduce consumption of raw materials and energy, and also eliminating pollution. You may ask, what is sustainability? The best answer I can give is going back to the example of the American Indians, who for years acted in a way of managing their resources, which included buffalo and berries and so forth, in a way that they would be available not only to them, but also 7 generations into the future. Another of our core values is the partnership of women and men. You've heard a lot about the glass ceiling. We find, though, and some of our publications have demonstrated, that women make excellent entrepreneurs. In fact, in most developed countries today, more than half of new companies being created are being created by women. Women have qualities which lend themselves particularly well to be successful entrepreneurs, and we're finding an increasing number of women in top management positions. As part of our core value, we simply feel that diversity, both gender but also diversity in terms of race and culture and religion, can be a very enriching factor in a corporation's success. This whole concept of spirituality in the workplace is a fairly recent one. It's interesting to me that increasingly we find the word spirituality and the word love in a lot of the articles and books that we find for managers. It really boils down to the fact that just as though there are physical laws of the universe, which we all accept, and we don't have to obey them. If you don't want to follow the law of gravity, one can jump from the 20th story, and there are consequences. In the same way, in the workplace, there are spiritual laws which also have consequences, either positive or negative. The landscape of business has changed dramatically over the past decade, but the vision of EBBF remains the same. That is, that business has an important role to play in enhancing the well-being and the prosperity of humankind.